Milaca football is celebrating over 120 years in the making. This started back in 1903. At this time, the Milaca Football Booster Club would like to do a special shout out to some of their sponsors. Our Alpha Wolf sponsor is Milaca Meats. Local legend sponsors: Parcel Real Estate, Jort Excavating, Will's Lawn Care, G. Edward Schramm Foundation, First National Bank of Milaca, Shack Boys, Rail Heating and AC, Viernick Farms and Diesel, Quick Trip, and Extreme Coating Epoxy.
The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports. KBEK Sports. 95.5 FM. The free downloadable mobile app. Video coverage via YouTube stream. And brought to you in part by the Milaca Football Boosters. Live from Claffey Field in Milaca, it's time for Wolves football.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you could join us out here on the broadcast tonight as we get set for the kickoff of tonight's matchup between the Milaca Wolves and the Little Falls Flyers. Andy Beckstrom on hand here to bring you the call of tonight's matchup between these two squads. Should be a fun matchup tonight. Both teams looking to get their first victory of the season. We're going to continue on the pregame here in Milaca. We return on WCMP Online.
Everybody loves a small town feel, and with Yort Excavating, you get just that. They are a 4-generation family business serving central Minnesota and beyond since 1955. Digging done right, from small dirt projects to big excavating projects to trucking and materials. They truly can handle it all while playing in the dirt. So what are you waiting for? Get that project done right with Yort Excavating in Milaca, where there is no job too big or small for Yort Excavating. Check them out online at yortexcavating.com.
Life's busy. Quick Trip makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks. Hey, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Need gas? We've got fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus perks like free ATMs, no hidden fees, and free air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track. Stop in to Quick Trip today.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Kettle River Pizza, one of your local sponsors here for the fall sports season. Glad you could join us for the broadcast tonight. Again, Andy Beckstrom here in Milaca at Claffey Field as we are set for the kickoff here between Milaca and Little Falls. Milaca will kick to the Flyers to start this game. Going from right to left here as you're still watching out on the video. Just waiting for some of the practice balls that were kicked down deep into the end zone weren't cleared from before. So getting that cleared, and we are now underway as the ball is going to come down. Bouncing ball taken about the 20-yard line, working to the left in front of the Flyer bench and taken out of bounds. Going to be your Flyer return man, Connor Pasterik. And the Flyers will be in business, 1st and 10, working towards the kind of northwestish side of the football field, away from the entrance end, I guess is the way that I'll put that one. The entrance end will be off to my and your left as you're watching out on the YouTube stream. A lot of games going on around our local area, so we are on the YouTube stream. Ball back to the quarterback. Fake the handoff, working left against that Wolves defense, and stacked up on that far side. Going to be Connor New, the quarterback for the Little Falls Flyers. In the back will be Liam Toma. Behind him, generally speaking. Flyers like to run a spread offense as Toma will be set just behind New in the pistol. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. That's the direction he's looking at. Pass is complete from the left-handed quarterback. And now one of the Flyers a little bit slow to get up. He was the receiver, Pasterik, with the reception, but he was slow to get up, and he's going to stay on the sideline. Going to be a little bit short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and about 1.5 yards. Wolves hoping to be able to stop the first possession. It was kind of a struggle last week against a very, very tough, stout Watertown Mayor squad. Wolves trying to be able to pick up on this one. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. High snap. They fake the handoff, and New has nowhere to go. And he is just buried by Wolves. Cooper in on the tackle as well as many others. And just a tough snap. Not sure what they were trying to run, but by the time that went off his hands and he came down with it, not a lot he could do with it. And so the Flyers will get set to punt. Again, as I mentioned before, both teams come in 0-1 on the season. The Flyers have been kind of mired in a division or a class issue as the ball comes flying down. Landon Fullerton calls for a fair catch, and he makes that at about the 38-39 yard line. That's where the Wolves will have it and be in position to get their offense going. As I mentioned, Little Falls Flyers, they're a 4A squad, Wolves a 3A squad, but the Flyers playing primarily a 3A schedule. But they are placed in 4A for postseason, which has sometimes got some postseason issues just with who they end up matching up against because of their schedule. They don't have any points against anybody 4A, but kind of feel like they should probably be a 3A school, but due to size, they are placed just a little bit higher. Pitch to Fullerton. He's going to try to stretch it to the near side. Nice block on this outside by Hasselberg. And Fullerton will get a few more yards right in front of the Wolves bench. A lot of running and a lot of stretch on that one. And results with a gain of about 3. We'll mark it a gain of 4 up across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Just underway, a couple minutes gone by, first quarter of action between the Wolves and Flyers. Wolves under center, take the snap, fake the handoff. Keeper on that far side trying to spin away is Cramlett, but he's not going to go anywhere. Cramlett tried to spin and be able to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage on that play. Maybe it was forward progress before being pushed back, or maybe he was able to spin away, but in kind of a tough spot there trying to get some yards. And now the Wolves face a 3rd down play. So 3rd down and 6 now for the Wolves. They're going to throw a wide receiver each side. They're going to have slot backs on both sides as well. Cramlett fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, rushes on immediately, and he's just going to have to throw it away. Marshall Zapsika came right through that line and blew that play up right from the get-go. There was nothing that Cramlett could do. He took that fake handoff, and as soon as he raised his head, he was not able to boot to the right at all. Really nice move there and a nice play by Zebzelka to be able to get into the backfield and ruin that play. So 3 minutes gone by here, no score between the Wolves and the Flyers. 2 possessions, 1 for each. Booming kick here for the Wolves. Going to take a nice Wolves roll inside the 10-yard line and go out of bounds right at the 10. Really nice kick there by the Wolves and Fullerton. And the Wolves now flip the field and we'll have to work at the other end. So the Flyers now get their second opportunity on offense. If you're not able to see through the video, white uniforms, Looks kind of bluish, but it's more of a purple. Numerals and helmets. White otherwise, top to bottom. Wolves in the black with the red numerals and white trim all around. 3 wide receivers to the left here now for New. Set up in that pistol once again. He's going to hand the ball off going up the middle. Not a lot going there as the short game by Toma. Maybe gained a couple. We'll call it now a gain of 2. And he's second down and 8. Wolves trying to be able to push things into the backfield and slow things down. New now rolls out to his left. Left-handed quarterback flips that one out into the flat, and a nice open field tackle by Fullerton. The pass is complete. Really nice pass there by Posterick. A good rollout, be able to get him on the run, but a beautiful open field tackle by Fullerton ruins that and limits what they're able to do. So a spread offense now. Hanoff going to try to go up the middle, and the Wolves just stack it up. No game will bring up a 4th down play after Flyers gain a little bit on that pass play, but nothing doing on 3rd down. So a 4th and 4 brings back out the punt unit once again. Pretty good kick there by Harold in his last attempt. Fullerton and Totsky back to receive it. Harold's going to boot that one away. It's going to drift over to this near side. Fullerton's going to get it. He's going to get a little bit of running room and get inside the 35-yard line. So really good field position now for the Wolves as they start their second possession. Again, as I mentioned, both teams 0-1. They haven't played since 2020 in a shortened season. It was October 9th they played. Little Falls winning that one 23-21. Otherwise, Little Falls coming off a loss to Annandale 54-6, and the Wolves coming off a 34-8 loss to Watertown Mayor last week. Wolves with an opportunity now in a great field position. Going to be an option to the far side. Cramlett's got a little bit of running room going down the far sideline. He's going to be inside the 10 and down near the 5. 1st and goal for the Wolves. What a play there by Cramlett to be able to get to the outside and just use his speed getting down that edge. So now it'll be 1st and goal for the Wolves. We'll mark it about the 6-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle and blasting towards the end zone. Looks like it's going to be a little bit short there for Moody. Correction, that's going to be Hakes. So Hakes running that one. Now they're going to go I formation behind the quarterback. Fake the handoff. Cramlett works to the near side, falls to the end zone, and he's going to be short. What a play on this near side. Ethan New reached out and tripped up Cramlett right before he tried to spill into the end zone. Beautiful play there. So now a 3rd down and 1. Wolves in the past have been able to kick field goals, but I don't know what they have. Last week they did not kick the extra point at all, any loss. We'll see what they decide to do here now on 3rd and 1. Cramlett under center. He's going to pitch it. Totsky's going to look to stretch it to the outside. Walks his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolves. So the Wolves lead it now 6-0, looking to add on to that. 5:29 of the first quarter of action. Great field position to start, and the Wolves just take advantage. 2-point conversion now. Cramlett fakes the handoff to the up back. It's going to go to Totsky, pushes his way through, and he's in for the 2-point score. 2-point conversion is good, and that makes the score 8-0 in favor of the Wolves, and they will kick off leading now here in the first quarter. Wolves get something going on offense, of course, made by a beautiful deep punt by Fullerton. And this is where you talk about it having a complete game. They made a nice stop on defense. They're able to turn the field going the other direction, push things downfield, and get themselves into a good spot as far as where the defense is going to set up. They go 3-and-out, or they're able to gain the 3-and-out. And then with that 3-and-out, they're able to get great field position on a short punt by Little Falls. Puts them in a great spot to be able to score, and they're able to take advantage. So 8-0 the lead now for the Wolves here on a beautiful Sports Friday. A little brisk, little breeze coming out of the far side of the field near the Little Falls bleachers area. Wolves set to kick. Short boot is going to be taken by one of the up men about the 28-yard line. Runs up the far side. Pyle is going to be pushed out of bounds across the 40 near the 45. So the ball is going to be marked. See where they marked that one. It is going to be, I believe, at the 44-yard line. So we'll set it up at the 44-yard line. 5:21 to go here, first quarter of action. Claffey Field, the site of tonight's matchup between the Wolves and the Flyers. Pair of wide receivers split each side in the backfield. Toma's going to get the handoff, tripped up, but he stays on his feet, gets to the secondary before he's finally wrapped up and brought down about midfield. He had a little contact in the backfield, but he ran through that arm tackle of Drake Haas. Got to that second level before Fullerton was able to step up from that safety position and grab a hold of him. Bring up now a 2nd and 4 after that gain of 6. Again, spread offense with 4 wideouts. Man in motion from left to right as New surveys the defense. Left-handed quarterback back to pass. Fires over to the far side. Pass is complete. And knocked out of bounds. Postrick has it for a first down. And the first down for the Flyers at 4:35 of the first quarter. 8-0 in favor of the Wolves here on a Sports Friday. And as I mentioned, a lot of games going on around the area. We got broadcast teams out and about all over the place. High snap. It's going to be handoff going up the middle, and this time, Toma not a whole lot going on that one. A little short gain, and it'll mark it about a gain of 3. Maybe a long 7, a short 8, depending on, I guess, what angle you're looking at. Ball nose past the 40-yard line down to the 39. Flyers come to the line, trips right, and they're going to go one left of the quarterback, New. New, back to pass. He's looking to this near side. Passes low, skimmed along the ground. It was a nice pass that came ripping over here, but it was just a little bit low, and it looked like the receiver got his hands on it, but it skimmed that grass just as it was getting to him. And not being underneath the ball, it is going to be called incomplete. And with that, 3rd down and 7. Shotgun set now for New. He's back to pass, looking to his right. Pass is complete over to the near side. Ball's out on the ground, Incomplete is what the call will be. Thymer had it in his hands, but he just couldn't hold on. It was broken up on the play. Not sure if that was Haas or if it was Totsky that got a piece of it on this near side. He just reached out and trying to knock that ball away. Fourth down and kind of in that spot where there's not a lot of kickers in high school that can make a kick from there. It ended up being a 50-plus yard kick, but also not really where you want to punt it. If nothing else, throw it deep and kind of an arm punt, if you will. Back to pass is going to be New. He's going to fire to the far side. First down catch just past the first down marker. Right on the numbers for Posteric. Good job by Posteric, just getting himself just past the sticks. Sat down on that one. The DB had shifted off him a little bit deep. And with that, that'll be another first down for the Wolves. And now we're going to get a timeout by the Milaca Wolves. Timeout on the field, 3:26 to go in the first. We'll be back to Milaca and Claffey Field on WCMP Online.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Mike Nelson's Auto Glass is a family-owned business for over 30 years, providing fast and reliable service for all auto glass. Mike Nelson's Auto Glass can even calibrate vehicles equipped with cameras to make sure all safety features work after the windshield is replaced. Best part, free mobile service. Yep, they come to you and offer lifetime warranty on their workmanship. When your windshield shatters, call the one that matters. Mike Nelson's Auto Glass at 320-983-6270 or check them out online at MikeNelson'sAutoGlass.com.
Mike Nelson's Auto Glass, great local sponsor here. Now first down play, another pass complete to that far side. And again, that new to Posteric connection on that far sideline is dialed in here for the Little Falls Flyers. It's tough news for the Wolves being able to try to figure out what they can do to slow that down. And I guess that's kind of the debate as either a coach or even as the defender of which time does he do a stutter step and go. The little short passes are more body blows. New looking that way once again, and this one's going to be short. Posteric had kind of outrun where they thought the route was going to go, and that ball is going to hit the ground, be a little bit short. Third down and 3 now for the Flyers. Inside the 25-yard line of the Wolves as they try to work towards the end zone, try to be able to square this game up or put themselves in a position to square this game up. Flyers come down, now set themselves at the line. 4 wideouts, that same spread offense. Back to pass New, looking down over the middle. He's going to throw it deep on this near side towards the end zone. Touchdown, Flyers. Travis Roden had gotten behind the defense. And that was what we were talking about before, that how many times do you run that little stop route before you go for the stutter step and go? And I don't know if he did that on that play or not, but there's a good chance that he did, and that might be why that worked so effectively there for Little Falls. Beautiful strike thrown there by the quarterback. Get down the field. Looks like they're going to get set to run for 2. And a little handoff going up the left side, and it's going to be short. The handoff went to Roden as well, and he is going to be short of the goal line. And so 8-6 will be your score. as the Wolves able to get the stop on the 2-point attempt, but they do give up the deep touchdown. 24 yards on the deep strike. Beautiful pass by New. Just dropped that one right into the breadbasket. Beautifully done for the touchdown. And makes it now 8-6. Wolves still lead by 2. Again, it was 2020 the last time these two teams played. It was a 2-point ball game then as well, 23-21. Little Falls coming away with the victory in that one. Next up for Milaca will be at Rockford, a pair of away games at Rockford at St. Cloud Apollo, not until the 26th before they're back here in Milaca once again to host Albany. Next up for Little Falls, they will be back home against Litchfield. Last year, both these teams 3-7. They each got a victory in the first round of the playoffs. Milaca over Mora 41-0, and Little Falls defeating Detroit Lakes 28-20. Then Little Falls runs up against the buzzsaw that is Becker, losing 56-14. Very tough matchup there for Little Falls as Becker went on for just a little bit of success throughout the rest of the year as they continue their dominant football play. 2:35 to go, 2-point ball game here between Milaca and Little Falls. Little Falls to kick once again. Ball will be just kind of a pooch kick. It'll be picked up and down at about the 38-yard line. It almost looked like Hasselberg took a knee when he picked that one up, but they let that one play along, and that's where they will take it from. In Milaca's postseason section, their postseason region, Foley, Annandale, Mora, and Spectrum all winners. Milaca and Pine City losing last week. Now we move forward now with the Wolves' third opportunity on offense. The Flyers scored on their third. They're going to hand the ball off going up the middle, kind of off the right side, and kind of some tough sledding there for the Wolves. Mark it down maybe a yard on the gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Milaca. They play host to the Little Falls Flyers here on a crisp is the way that I'll call it here. A nice fall night, a little breeze coming out of the west. Pitch to the far side. That's going to be Cramlet over on the little end around, the little wide receiver end around as the Wolves try to add a little trickiness. Moody trying to be able to stretch the field a little bit from the slot position. Ball will be nose up to the 44-yard line here as the Wolves break the huddle. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. I formation. Back behind Cramlet. Takes the snap, back to pass. Good protection, but the ball's tipped at the line and never makes it all the way through. I think he was maybe looking for Fullerton. Unsure where he was trying to go on that one. As that ball is slapped down at the line. They say if you can't get there, get your hands up. And the Flyers did just that, able to knock that ball down. So Posteric back for the Fullerton punt. Good punt here as he pushes him back. It's going to bounce at the 30, and Posteric is just going to let that one bounce. It'll go down to about the 20-yard line. That's where the Flyers will have it, is again, Fullerton able to kind of flip the field a little bit. Wolves were able to take advantage the last time that this happened, but we'll see what they're able to do this time now with a minute 28 left to go in the first quarter of action here from Claffey Field. Glad you could join us here on the broadcast. Andy Beckstrom on the call for tonight's matchup between the Wolves and the Flyers. Flyers will come out with that same spread offense. They're going to go 3 wide receivers to the near side for your first down play. Connor New back to pass. Fires it over to the near side. Pass is complete. Working it out to the near side. A little extra running room to work with. And up to about the 37-yard line is going to be Quincy Thymer. Had a drop ball earlier, but that time it's right on the money. A little almost a wide receiver screen as they just kind of pitched it to the outside and let Thymer work with it. Wide receivers blocking out in front of him, able to get the first down. We'll mark it up to the 38-yard line on the gain. Again, the 3 wide receivers to the left this time on the spread offense. A little motion there, moving and adjusting. Pass complete over to the near side. Toma, nice move, spinning around the defender and able to work his way upfield for another first down. Another gain of about 14. As that passing offense has really been dominant for this Flyer squad. They tried to run the ball a couple of times, and the Wolves able to plug that up. But the quick hit offense has been effective here for the Flyers. So another first down play as they get into Milaca territory. Ball to the 47-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off this time. A little bit of running room going through the middle for Toma. And you kind of used, in a way, it looked like the Flyers kind of used the air offense to be able to set up the ground game. As the defense kind of laying back a little bit, rushing 3. They're going with more of a 3-4 rather than a 4-3, almost a 3-3-5 type of setup for their defense with extra defenders out there, with the extra secondary out there. We reach the end of the first quarter of play. Wolves still lead it 8-6, but the Flyers driving. We'll have that continuation when we return back here to Milaca at Claffey Field on WCMP Online.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air-conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Parcel Real Estate knows there is no greater journey than the one to purchase or sell commercial real estate or a business. CEO Sam Johnson can provide you with commercial sales, investment sales, landlord-tenant representation, and business sales. Parcel Real Estate is a full-service real estate and business brokerage firm providing services in central Minnesota. With his do-whatever-it-takes work ethic, this is a business decision you won't regret. Find Sam Johnson online at parcel.properties today.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
And just as we step away, a big play here for the Wolves. As they had everything going for them, they tried to go for the deep home run shot once again. This ball underthrown a little bit, and Soren Hasselberg steps into it, picks it off, and the first turnover of the game goes in favor of the Wolves. Hasselberg with that catch. Handoff's going to go up the middle. Wolves trying to be able to get that ground game going. Short gain there of maybe 2 for the Wolves on first down. Wolves are going to come up to the line here now, working with the lead after a turnover. Big momentum type of play coming up here. This is a big momentum drive for both teams. Handoff's going to go to the near side. Toski trying to slip through. What a play by Toma on this near side. Toma was being rather effectively blocked by Carson Redberg, but Toma was able to fight through and make the tackle while being blocked. So a heck of a play by him. Be able to limit the damage there. It brings up now 3rd down and 8 for the Wolves.
3rd down and long here for the Wolves. This will be a huge defensive stop. After the interception, stopped all the momentum for the Flyers on their offense.
3rd down and 8. Wolves to the line. One each side. Going to be a wing left here for that I formation. They're going to go with a little counter play up the middle. And Fullerton is absolutely swallowed up. Dylan Sherping came through the middle. He stayed home. He did not buy the pitch to the outside. He stayed home and just ate up the running back and eliminated anything. Loss of 2 now will bring up a 4th down play. A huge momentum shift over to the Wolves, and now it shifts right back over to the Flyers. Fullerton with the kick. That one's going to drift out of bounds. This is going to be great field position now for the Flyers as well. And it looks like it's going to be about the 42-yard lines where they're going to mark it. So, again, great field position now for Little Falls, and that was the difference maker in the first quarter of when the Wolves were able to go down and be able to get their first touchdown. And now it's going to be up to the Wolves defense to try to be able to get the momentum back as the Flyers, even though they threw that interception, the 3 and out and then a kind of a tough angle punt and great field position may give the momentum back over to the men in white and purple. New low snap. He's going to pitch it over to the far side. Toma able to get that one up off the ground. Slips one tackle, slips another tackle. That one was going to be a loss of 4, but he was able to dance through a couple of arm tackles and get himself moving forward. What an effort there by Toma, being able to get to the outside and just kind of work through that Wolves defense. Again, could have been a loss of 4, but it ends up being a gain of 3. We'll move the ball up to the 41-yard line. 2nd down and 7 as the Flyers bring 3 wide receivers to the near side. New in the backfield. Back to pass. He's looking over to the near side. Ball is going to be complete. Yes, up against the Wolves bench. Pass is going to be complete to Travis Roden, but it's going to be short of a first down. So 3rd and 4 now for the Flyers. Wolves again trying to be able to get the momentum balanced at least. I formation now. Correction, just a single setback behind New. They're going to put Toma in motion just a little bit. They're going to hand it to him. Big opening off the right side. He bounces it to the outside. Toma into the secondary, and he's going to be tackled hard at about the 20-yard line, but not before he picks up a first down on a gain of 15. Needed just a short gain, but Toma able to get to the outside. A big hole on that right side. And had a lot of running room to work with. So the Wolves able to force the 3rd down, but they're not able to get off the field. See what they're able to bring to the table now with 7:36 to play and counting here in the second quarter. New in the pistol, and we got flags flying everywhere. And I think that's going to be our first penalty of the game, and I think it's going to go against the Little Falls Flyers.
So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 15. 1st and 15. Ball on the 26-yard line of Milaca. First penalty of the game by either team. So it's been a pretty clean first half so far with just about 7 minutes.
So now it'll be a 1st and 15 for the Flyers as they come to the line. New in that pistol set. Fakes the handoff over to the near side. Thyman's got it. Thyman trying to be able to work through a block. He's going to get at least the penalty and some more as he gets inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line. So a pickup of about 9 will bring up a 2nd down and 6. See what the Wolves are able to stack up here on defense.
Let's see what the Flyers try to do now on 2nd down, about 6. New taking the snap, going to go back to pass.
New back to pass. He's going to look deep along the far sideline. Knocked away at the last second. Beautiful play deep in the secondary. That one's going to be Brock Thiessen, I think, got a piece of that one. Beautiful play deep along that edge, as that's where they scored the touchdown on, was that deep pass along the outside to Roden. Roden was in position for it as well, but Thiessen closed that gap, got his hands up, and I think it may have even hit off his helmet a little bit, but he was able to close that gap and make a really nice touchdown-saving play for the Wolves. Jason and Steph are listening. Great play by the young man. Pistol set right to the running back. Not sure if that was meant or not, but Toma to the outside. He's going to be tackled well short. Not sure if that was a designed direct snap or what that was, but Toma tried to get to the outside rapidly, almost got wrapped up in the backfield, but great pursuit by the Wolves down the line. And maybe a gain of 1 will bring up a 4th and 5. 5:43 to go, first half of action here from Claffey Field. 4th down play now for Little Falls. Wolves trying to be able to get out of it and be able to balance the momentum. New in the pistol. Back to pass, looks to his right, rushes on, throws over the middle, pass is complete, slipping a tackle and into the end zone is going to be Connor Pasterick, who has been absolutely everywhere tonight. A little crossing route came through the middle. That rush was on, and it hung off just enough to allow New to be able to find Pasterick coming across the middle of that formation. So a nice pitch and catch and nice move there by Pasterick to be able to get through the middle. Makes it 12-8 in favor of the Flyers, pending the extra point attempt. Have to wait to see if they are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They failed on their first attempt. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Toma in the backfield with New. He's looking to the trips to the other side. Ball knocked away. Reaching out there as Moody got a piece of that one. He almost picked it off. But nonetheless, the Flyers do get into the end zone and do get the points and take the lead over the top of the Milaca Wolves. 12-8 is the Little Falls lead here in Milaca. 5:23 to play in the first. And a halftime break, we'll try to see if we can't check in with some of our other broadcast team to be able to find out what's going on in the local area. Both Ethan and Adam out and about doing various games. I mentioned we'll try to check in with them on what's going on in the other matchups. If you're looking to find out what game we're going to be at, WCMP.com/broadcast schedule, or WCMPradio.com, I apologize. Make sure I give you the right website, otherwise you'll end up in the wrong spot. WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule. Cambridge, Chisago Lakes. Ethan Game Day Gilman has that one on YouTube. Adam Hefty Aiken is at Mora. A little short kick comes down, taken about the 35-yard line, 35-yard line, brought through the middle and out of bounds on the far. Pine City also at Bram, that one with Tyler. So Adam, normally the Bram broadcaster, he is in Mora with Tyler in Bram, and Ethan in Cambridge with Chisago Lakes and Cambridge. The various games going on around our local area. Glad you could join us for this broadcast if you're out on YouTube checking this game out here. 12-8 is our score in the first half. A little more than 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Both teams scored in the first quarter. Little Falls the only team to score here in the second quarter as they just get the touchdown on a 4th and 5 play. A really nice over-the-middle pass. And a great run after the catch by Pasteric as the Wolves offsides. It'll move them back. So it'll be a 1st and 15 here for the Wolves as they try to get some of that mojo back from the drive that they had. Part of it was the great punt by Fullerton, 3 and out, and then a poor punt by Little Falls gave them great field position. But other than that drive, the Wolves have kind of stalled out on offense a little bit. Cramlett gets the snap, quick handoff going up the middle, and a short gain. I believe that's going to be Totsky through the middle. Totsky maybe even Hakes on that one. Hard to see the numbers on the far side of the field there. 4:50 to go here, first half. Wolves come to the line now. 2nd and long after that loss on the play. Double wing formation with the single setback. Back to pass Cramlett. He's running over to the near side, trying to be able to slip free. Able to get free. There is a flag in the backfield. Cramlett's going to be brought down hard over in front of the bench at about the 34-yard line. Still going to be a sack and a loss of about 2 on the play. But the penalty is bigger, which I think might be in the area of holding on Milaca. We'll have to wait and see from the official. It is going to be holding on Milaca. And so after all of that, a loss of 2 ends up becoming a loss of 10. And the Wolves struggling on offense. So it will be a 10-yard penalty, moving him back. 4:18 to go. The debate was potentially just taking the down as the defense is doing a great job, but you're playing more of a field position here that maybe you get an extra 10 yards on the punt in field position. So 2nd down and a mile here. Quick hitter over to the far side. That one's going to be off the hands and low. That's going to be Fullerton that's out at quarterback now. So the Wolves have made a change. 3rd and long as they tried to complete that pass over to the far side, but unable to do so. Trying to kind of look around, see where Cramlett is. Cramlett and Fullerton were out before. I still don't see him. I don't find him on the sideline, so not sure what's going on with that there. We'll try to see if we can't find anything a little bit later. Fullerton, ball fake, takes it down. He's going to get over the 40-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. He's going to be awfully close to a 1st down, but we do have 2 penalty flags in the backfield. We'll have to wait and see what those are going to be now. That is going to be holding on the Wolves. So an absolutely sensational play there by Fullerton. Goes by the wayside. And so what was second and 23 now will be third and 23. Maybe third and 29, almost third and 30. So third and 30 here for the Wolves. See what kind of magic Fullerton's able to pull on this one. He rolls his way out to the far side. He's looking deep. He's going to heave this one deep downfield, kind of a jump ball, tapped around, and I think it's intercepted by Toma. Hasselberg had an opportunity to be able to come down with that, but Toma comes away with it. Now that's going to be an interception for Toma. It's going to go on the stats as an interception against Fullerton on the other side, but really that's just a long punt more than anything. Might even be further than a punt would have been. So not necessarily a bad play for the Wolves. I think that if you're Little Falls, you just knock that one down and you gain 45 yards. You'd be about the 15-yard line the other direction, but it's hard to be able to tell somebody to knock the ball down rather than just catch it. But it is going to be Little Falls ball now. 1st and 10 at their own 40. Quick hitter over to the near side. Thyman able to come away with that one. Held up and then trucked by one of the DBs. But not before he picks up 11 yards and a first down for the Flyers, and he's able to crack into Wolves territory. Clock still moving, 3:23, so a fair amount of time to work with for Little Falls, especially with their passing offense. They can keep the ball in the air and move the ball rather effectively, at least they have earlier. Spread formation, 2 each side. Toma in the backfield. They're going to fake it to him. Over to the near side. Thymer. He's going to be wrapped up immediately. Fullerton, Johnny on the spot. Wrapped him up and threw him backwards. It'll be maybe a short gain just because of the forward progress. We'll mark it to the 48-yard line. So a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. So the Wolves trying to be able to get stout on defense. They trail by 4, 12-8 to Little Falls here with under 2.5 to play in the first half. Flyers to the line, 3 to the right, 1 to the left of the quarterback New. Shotgun snap, back to pass. Over to the near side, it's going to be a one-hop over to this near side, trying to be able to get that one off for Pasternak. Pasternak has been a thorn in the side of the Wolves most of the night, but that one hops him on the short throw. Bring up a 3rd down and 9 for Little Falls. And I think at this point, the thought they want to be able to keep this clock going. They want to get the first down, obviously, but they want to make sure that they keep the ball. Don't give Milaca another opportunity. Back to pass over to the near side. Pass is complete to Pasternak, and it's going to be a first down and more. Right in front of the Wolves bench, right in front of the Wolves coaches. It'll be a pickup. 14 down to the 35-yard line. And a first down, and it keeps the clock moving, and it keeps the ball in the Flyers' hands. So it'll be a 1st and 10 now. Ball nose up to the 35-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the right and a tight end to the left this time. A little extra protection is now New. He's going to go deep down the field on the far side, overthrew everybody. Pasternak was headed that direction, but he was well covered by a handful of Wolves over on that edge. Ball falls harmlessly incomplete, but it was very clear they were looking for something deep because they brought an extra tight end in. So 6 down linemen or 6 offensive linemen with that tight end blocking just the 3 Wolves rushers. Everybody else out in formation. Wolves have had to try to adjust kind of on the fly a little bit with the spread offense. They moved one of their down linemen into more of a middle linebacker position. Tight end left, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. New in that pistol set. He's going to be looking to his right. Deep downfield, Simon. That's going to be right down the seam. 18, not 16. Thompson with the catch, and that's a big first down catch right down the seam. Beautiful pass there by New. When he has been on, he has been absolutely lethal. Very accurate. Skipped a couple, but otherwise, generally speaking, in this first half, he has been absolutely tremendous. Now Little Falls will have it first and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line. Low snap. They're going to get the fake hand up, rather. New is going to keep it himself. He's going to get a little bit of contact, but kind of stumble his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Little Falls. They lead it by 10, pending the extra point. See if they try to go for 2 or they just try to kick it. Just under a minute left to play. 53 seconds up on the clock before the halftime break. As the Flyers like to go with kind of a wild setup. They have groups of trips on the left and the right. Try to just spread it out everywhere. Handoff's going to be taken by Pasterik. He's going to be short. And so that ultra spread type of setup doesn't work once again, but not before the Wolves can't quite contain that vaunted passing offense of Little Falls. They get that deep pass over the middle, deep down the field to get themselves into a first and goal. New punches it in from 4 yards out, and the Flyers push their lead out to 10 at 18-8 with 53 seconds remaining on the first half clock. During the halftime break, we'll also touch on a little bit of what we think that both coaches are going to be talking about in their respective locker rooms and what they're going to be trying to do. Also going to get a little bit of video out here of the Milaca youth football. Trying to be able to get some stuff going out on the field, so stick with us for that. And again, as I mentioned before, we'll check in with the rest of the broadcast team here for Q Media between the other YouTube feeds, WCMP and KBEK, on some of these scores from some of the other games going on in our area. Ball teed up, and a little low runner is going to take a couple of skips and be picked up at about the 28-yard line, and Fullerton will get back up near the 35, and that's where he'll be wrapped up. No, it'll be just short. I thought he got a little further up the field, but the ball will be marked at about the 33-yard line. Nope, it is going to be the 35. I thought that he had a little bit more on that one, but they are going to move it up to that 35. So first and 10 for the Wolves now, 49 seconds. See if they try to do anything with it or if they just try to run the ball and be able to get out of this first half and be able to kind of reset things a little bit, maybe try to adjust defensively what they're doing against New. We'll have to wait and see what they do. Ball in the air on first down, over to the near side. And up along the sideline, knocked out of bounds. He was kind of running along that sideline. Nick Schmitz with the reception as he's pushed out of bounds. That'll be a first down play here as the Wolves trying to take a page out of the Little Falls book. Just get the ball in the air, toss it to the outside, get it into the hands of some playmakers, and try to be able to just get things going a little bit on offense. 3 wide receivers to the left now with Fullerton taking the snaps. He's back to pass. Steps up, runs over to the near side. He's able to get a little bit of running room along this near sideline, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Again, right up against the Wolves sideline. Again, stops the clock. 37.9 seconds remaining. And another first down. Fullerton is adding an element of athleticism out there. Gramlet has the ability to run as well, but I think that the idea is just to try to maybe give a different look to Little Falls, and Fullerton has been able to provide that here in this second quarter. See if it's quarter by quarter or if it's going to be just a straight change. We'll have to wait on that for the second half. Fullerton back to pass, looking left. He's got 3 over there, rushes on, and he tries to throw it away. I think he might have been down. The referee pointed to that spot, and it looked like they were going to say that he was down. So the Wolves are going to take their second timeout. They have 1 left as the sack is going to bring it down. Fullerton tried to throw that one to the outside and be able to get rid of that, plus be able to stop the clock, but he was not able to get rid of it quite quick enough, and the Wolves first to take a timeout. 31 seconds remaining on the clock. We'll be back here in Milaca on YouTube online.
Rail Heating and Air Services all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners. Rail Heating and Air is a Trane dealer offering new installation and replacement with Trane furnaces and air conditioners, always providing free estimates for replacements. Right now, Rail Heating and Air is offering furnace clean and checks for only $89. Yes, only $89. Give Rail Heating and Air a call today at 320-260-2124. That's 320-260-2124.
Back here in Milaca, Andy Beckstrom on hand for the broadcast of tonight's matchup. You're checking it out on YouTube. Other games out on the respective WCMP and KBEK broadcasts. I believe Adam has the Mora broadcast on KBEK tonight. Cambridge also on YouTube with Ethan Gameday Gilman. Milaca facing now a 3rd and 17. It's going to be an option play over to the near side. Fake pitch, and Fullerton's just going to run it out of bounds. Maybe gained a yard or 2. Still going to be a 3rd and long for the Wolves. The 3rd down is less of an issue. The 27 seconds also a factor. Likely 4-down territory here as the Wolves will continue moving the ball, or continue trying to move the ball. 3 wide receivers off to the left of Fullerton, 1 over to the near side. Fullerton scoops that one up on the low pass. That one's going to be deep down the middle of the field and knocked down deep down the middle of the field. I'm not sure if that one was intended. It was kind of in the middle of 2 different wide receivers. Anderson and Hasselberg kind of running that seam route to that same kind of area. Fullerton kind of put it in the middle of them, and the pass incomplete. It falls knocked down. Might have been knocked down, actually, by Thymer. Wolves come to the line now. 4th down and 17. They are going to be set for a punt here. And it is going to be a punt angled to the corner, and it'll go out of bounds about the 15-yard line. So about 17 seconds left to go. Wolves try to make some magic happen, try to get something to go, but they decide to just kind of shut her down before they get too deep into anything, just with the field position and the way that Little Falls is able to move the ball through the air, plus 3 timeouts. They elected to be able to just get that one deep downfield, deep in Little Falls territory, and hope that the 17 seconds remains enough. Ball's going to be marked about the 14-yard line. And it looks like the kneel down formation, snap and kneel, and that will be the end of the first half. First half will play here between the Wolves and Flyers. And it is a 12-8 lead in favor of the Little Falls Flyers after 18-8 lead after 1 half of play between the Wolves and Flyers. We'll come back and we'll recap the first half and talk about some of the other games going on in our area when we return on WCMP Online.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Are you tired of the same old low-quality meat? Want to know where your food comes from? Check out Milaca Meats. They're your local butcher, dedicated to providing you with the freshest, most flavorful meat raised and processed right here in central Minnesota. From juicy steaks to savory sausages, they've got it all. Whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue or just looking for a delicious weeknight meal, Milaca Meats has you covered. Visit their retail store or order online today. It's meat the way it should be. Milaca Meats, from hoof to hook to you.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Thanks for joining us out here on YouTube. Andy Beckstrom on hand for the broadcast of tonight's matchup between the Milaca Wolves and the Little Falls Flyers. 18-8 is our lead for Little Falls at halftime as the Wolves scored first, held a two-point conversion off the board and held the lead, but Little Falls on their next couple of possessions able to get a couple of scores. There was an interception in the middle of that, but the Wolves 3 and out, and then the Flyers went right down and scored after that. So kind of a little bit of a tough first half here for the Wolves as they trail by 10. As try to move the camera around a little bit. Going to try to get some of this youth football action out here with us. The little kids taking the field here out at Claffey Field. Pretty nice night for a broadcast. A little breezy, but you know what? That's good football weather is what they say. It's good football weather. So a lot of fun out here at the ballpark. Glad you could join us out online as we are bringing you the sights and sounds of tonight's matchup between the Milaca Wolves and the Little Falls Flyers. Again, both teams come in 0-1 on the season, looking for their first victory. Little Falls a 4A squad, but primarily play a 3A schedule and really feel like they should be a 3A school. But just because of enrollment, because of size, they are placed in 4A for the football matchup. So that's where they're at. Halftime here in Milaca, as I mentioned, the Wolves were able to kind of shut down Little Falls at least a little bit on a couple of different possessions. Each team went 3 and out on their first possession. But on the second possession, that's when things started to change a little bit as the Flyers were shut down 3 and out, gave up the ball. Wolves shut down, and a beautiful punt by Fullerton put the Flyers deep in their own area. And then after another 3 and out by the Milaca defense, a poor punt by Little Falls went out of bounds about the 30, 35-yard line, gave the Wolves an absolutely tremendous opportunity with great field position. They came down the field after just a couple of plays, were able to punch that one into the end zone, and make it 6-0. The 2-point conversion made it 8-0. After that, though, it was pretty much all Little Falls. Milaca could not quite find the right gear on offense. They've had a couple of really nice-looking plays, a couple of really solid I don't even want to say full drives, just a couple of really solid plays within drives. They've had a couple where they've gained 13-14, but then a couple of penalties on that last drive, and a couple other plays have really kind of hurt them, kind of shooting themselves in their own foot a little bit, trying to be able to get something going on offense, not able to get momentum going there a little bit as we move our way to the next group of youth out here at the ballpark. A little bit of football out at the midfield stripe. And as I mentioned, it became kind of all Little Falls at that point. Little Falls had tried to have a little bit of balance, tried to run the ball, tried to be able to work it from that standpoint. But quickly after a couple of passes, they realized they can throw on this Wolves defense, as they are kind of playing off a little bit initially. And then they started kind of just throwing some out routes, some little stop routes on the outside. They got a couple of those completed. And then, of course, the big-time pass down the field to Travis Roden. He kind of did a little stutter step and just went on the go route. And there was nothing the Wolves could do. He was wide open by about 5-6 yards. And a beautiful teardrop pass by New right into the breadbasket. Ended up being about a 35-yard touchdown play. That, at the time, made it 8-6. They weren't able to get the 2-point conversion. Next one, another pass play down the middle. Gave them a really nice possession all the way down inside the 5-yard line. They run it in from there. Another deep pass play set them up for their third touchdown. Wolves will be able to stop him on the 2-point conversions, but they have not been able to do anything to be able to slow them down after the first two possessions to be able to get the ball back. And so that's going to be something they're going to have to work on for the second half. We're going to come back and see if we can't check in with some of our other broadcast team, get some more information on what's going on around our local area. We'll leave the video on for those watching at home. We'll be back here to Milaca on WCMP Online.
Life moves fast. Quick Trip keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Trip's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ascove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Hey there, Brad from Lease Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lease Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lease Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Honeymoon, here we come! Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh,
Hey Jen, you got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Hey Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace, like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle in Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Lightforce braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
Getting to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand? And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Oh, okay. I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan. And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you.
At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop. Right now, get $2 off your kid's haircut till the end of September. You know, back to school time at Dapper and Divine.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand back here in Milaca. Claffey Field, the site of tonight's matchup between the Milaca Wolves and the Little Falls Flyers. Just wrapping up the halftime break as the youth teams kind of wrapping things up out there, working their way off the field as Little Falls looking to make their way back out onto the field. The Wolves on the other end of the field coming back past the youth as well. So kind of a nice moment there as the youth get to high-five all the varsity players that I'm sure they look up to at this point in time. 18-8 is your score here at halftime between Little Falls and Milaca. The Little Falls Flyers really taking that air attack and making it really a tough thing to slow down, and the Wolves struggled in the first half trying to be able to slow that one down. They were able to slow down the first couple of drives, but that was when Little Falls was mostly on the ground. Once they took it to the air, it has been kind of all Flyers at that point. So we'll see what the coaching staff and defensive coordinator Craig Tallberg dial up for the second half. See if they make any other adjustments. Look like they kind of moved instead of a normal 4-3 where they're rushing 4. They're only rushing 3, kind of a 3-3-5, if you will, with extra defenders. A little bit of a kind of a nickel defense or even a dime defense with less up in the box. So we'll have to see what they decide to do in the second half to try to be able to slow down that passing attack of Connor New and guys like Connor Posternick, Travis Roden, and Quincy Thymer. Been very, very tough to slow down in the second quarter. 18-8, as I mentioned, is the score here in our game. Quick check around the area with some of the other games. Adam in Mora on KBEK has got Aiken and Mora 28-0 in favor of Aiken at halftime. Ethan Game Day Gilman is in Cambridge, and the Blue Jackets up on the Chisago Lakes Wildcats 35-7. That one also at halftime. Hour and a half of football in the books here in Milaca. We'll come back with the second half kickoff and get going on the remainder of this game. We return back here to Milaca on WCMP Online.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Hewitt-Jackson Real Estate, Milaca's hometown team, would like to wish the Milaca Wolves athletic programs at all levels a fun, safe, and successful season. We are proud of our local school and the kids and young adults who participate in sports and extracurricular activities of all types throughout the school year. Our Hewitt-Jackson Real Estate team of agents would like to say thank you, Milaca, and go Wolves!
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Milaca. Claffey Field for tonight's matchup between the Little Falls Flyers and the Milaca Wolves. 18-8 is the lead for the Flyers. The Wolves want to try to get things going here in the second half. They will receive the second half kickoff as the ball is in the air. A little dribbler bouncing a couple of times will roll down, be picked up. A little bit of running room on the near side. We got a little bit of room there for Topsky. He's able to make one man miss, and he's up across midfield. One tackle. He was able to break it, but it slowed him up enough that the rest of the defense is able to get there. But otherwise, that one had a touchdown written all over it. Just slowed up just enough. Now the Wolves will be in business. This is what was able to allow them to have some momentum and score in the first quarter. We'll see if they're able to take that momentum and do the same here in the first quarter of the second half. As we are just underway. Ball across midfield. It is down to the 43-yard line of Little Falls. Back out at center is going to be Cramlett. Two wide receivers off to his left. He's going to hand off to Totsky, trying to go up the middle. Milaca still trying to establish that running game. We talked to Coach Sahlberg last week, and he said that they really are relying on that running back room that he thinks is very deep and very talented. But they have not been able to get that going at all tonight. The running that they've been able to do has mostly been either out of a quarterback draw or just a little quick hitter bubble screen, a little wide receiver screen to the outside, just trying to be able to get it in the hands of somebody else. Cramlett under center. He's going to fake the handoff up the middle. Option play going to the right side. He's got a little bit of running room, and he gets tripped up. He's going to be close to a first down, but he got tripped up about the 40-yard line. He's able to dive forward. He's going to be just short of a first down. It'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Maybe not even a full yard. Nope, they are going to give him the first down. It was real close. It was right up against it. I didn't see where they had placed it, but that is going to be at the 33-yard line, so it will be a first down here for the Wolves. So 1st and 10 as the Wolves are able to move the ball. Cramlett will be back under center. Two wide receivers off to the left, including Fullerton. I formation behind him. They're going to hand off. Nope, fake the handoff. Cutting back up the middle on a little kind of read option where he can kind of drag that handoff up the middle, see where that goes, and then he can work his option play to the outside. Wolves, again, trying to get that ball out of the interior, trying to be able to get to the perimeter. That's where they feel like they can attack this Little Falls squad. Had a little bit of success getting it out on the edge and getting some blockers out there. I formation, Totsky the deep man. One split each side. Totsky's going to get the handoff off the right side, pushes his way through. He's going to be close to another first down. In fact, he has it down to the 21-yard line. As the Wolves really got some momentum coming out of the first half break. 2 minutes gone by, 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play here from Claffey Field. Ball at the 22-yard line. Wolves approach it from there. One wide receiver each side, I formation behind Cramlett. He's going to hand it off up the middle. And a little bit of running room. That's Totsky that came through second. He'll get to the 20, maybe. Nope, they are going to mark it at the 20. So gain of 2, bring up 2nd and 8 for the Wolves. Clock continues to roll as the third quarter underway here in Milaca. Wide receiver each side, I formation once again. I think they've had this same setup pretty much the entire time. They fake the handoff up the middle, and then Cramlett had it drop out of his hands, so he has to fall on it. They maintain possession, but they lose the yardage they gained on first down. So 3rd and 10 now for the Milaca Wolves. And an incidental contact, and it pops out. Smart play, though, by Cramlett, not trying to, too much traffic in there to try to be able to pick it up and make something out of it. Just fall on it, make sure you're able to maintain possession. See what the Wolves do now. Back to pass, quick hitter on the far side. They try to get it to Fullerton, but the ball low and on the ground. And it's going to be incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 10. Kind of in that area again. Wolves are going to go for it because a punt doesn't do anything from here. They end up kicking it through the end zone. And the Wolves do not have the kicking game that they have the last couple of years. So at this point, it's kind of, you want to get the first down, obviously, if you can. But any yardage will be good for field position as the ball at the 22-yard line. Wolves break the huddle and come to the line with a pair, or one each side, I should say. Tight end left is going to be a offset I. Now is Toski kind of moving his way through. He'll end up being eventually wing left. Gramlett under center. He pitches it back. Fullerton, he's going to look to the end zone on a little trick play. And twisting and turning in the corner of the end zone was Schmitz. The pass forced him to the corner of the end zone. I think he would have been out of bounds had he tried to come down with it anyway. But a little trick play on a halfback pass. And Schmitz was open by about 5 yards, but the pass just drifted a little bit on Fullerton. Gramlett had the first quarter. Fullerton had the second quarter. Gramlett has the third quarter. I would assume that Fullerton will probably be back out there under center for the fourth quarter as the Wolves try to kind of establish that game on offense. Quick hit over to the far side again. Diving after that one, Thymer. It's going to be short and incomplete as the Flyers take over on downs and go immediately back to the air. 18-8 again. Your score is the Flyers lead here in the second half. From Claffey Field, darkness has overcome pretty much everything. We got our lights on. A lot of blankets out in the stands tonight. Classic Friday football night as everybody bundled up except for the players. Beautiful night for the players, I'm sure. So 2nd down and 10 here for Connor New. Adjusts his running back a little bit. High snap, he's going to hand it to him. Toma's going to take that one. Bounces off a couple of different people. Big clap in there by Travis Roden off to the far side is supporting his running back as he's able to just kind of pinball off a couple of different would-be tacklers. Got to wrap him up and bring him down if you're going to try to get anything going there. So 3rd down and 2 now as the Flyers went from 2nd and 10 to 3rd and 2 on a nice running play there by Toma. 3 wide receivers over to the right side now of New. Pistol set. He looks to the single set over to this near set. Pasternak again with the quick hitter right in front of the Wolves bench. And they just go for the quick hit pass, and they get the 5-6 yards instead of the 2 that are required, and get themselves another first down. First and 10 now, ball just shy of the 35-yard line. Three wide receivers to the far side. Again, Pasternak over to this near side. He is in single coverage with Schmitz. New, he's going to look to the right. Now he's going to look back over the middle. Now he goes deep down the right. Receiver falls down. Roden had fallen down on the play, and combination of Hasselberg between Hasselberg and Thiessen just kind of run down the middle trying to see if they could come up with it, but ball sails over the top of them as well. Little Falls breaks the huddle now and comes out to the line. 4 wide receivers set, 2 each side. Now they're going to move 1 to the backfield. That's going to be Roden moving to the backfield. Adjusted once again by New. He's going to flip it to Roden on the near side, and it is jarred loose by Fullerton. He was bobbling it a little bit, and Fullerton put his helmet in his chest and knocked that ball loose, and Roden a little slow to get up. He had gotten up, and the official told him to just kind of take a knee and try to be able to have somebody come and check on him. Roden is saying, I'm fine, just let me keep going. So they did stop it with Roden going down, and so the training staff will move back off the field, and Roden will have to come off. That's kind of a big loss there for Little Falls, as he's one of their best wide receivers. As the Wolves run another defensive back off the field. And so now a little bit of adjustment here as the play clock winding down. 2 wide receivers each side now for Little Falls on a 3rd and 10. New back to pass. Looks down the far sideline. Looking to the single coverage into a tough coverage, a tight window. And what a defensive play along that far sideline. I believe that's Thiessen with a heck of a play on that far edge, knocking that ball away. He was in lockstep with that intended receiver and able to knock it away at the last second. And it'll be a punt situation now, 4th and 10, and the ball is kicked away. High punt, doesn't go very far. Taken on a hop by Totsky. Probably could have just let that one fall, but it'll nonetheless be taken on the short hop at about the 41-yard line. And the Wolves will take over. Now 1st and 10, a little bit of field position battle going back and forth as the Wolves able to force the punt here from Little Falls. And we talk about some adjustments that the Wolves needed to make in the second half, and that time they're able to kind of push back the Flyers a little bit and limit what they're able to do in the air. Wolves to the line, under center. 2 wide receivers and a wing each side. Cramlett fakes it one way, and it was kind of a busted play on that one. I think he was looking for Drake Haas, and there was no deep man and not much going there, and that one's going to be a loss of 2.
Good job by the Flyers defense to sniff that out and not fall fakes and just right after Cramlett on that one.
Now Cramlett coming over to the sideline to get the play at his piece of equipment kind of fall out, but I think it's more of a hand warmer more than anything. So 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter of action. 18-8 is the score in favor of the Little Falls Flyers. Wolves trying to drive to be able to cut that lead down to size as the Wolves come back up to the line. Under center is Cramlett. Same formation. Fake the handoff. He's back to pass. Rush is on, but he's able to get the ball away. And it's going to be knocked away incomplete. He tried to go to Moody over the middle, and a beautiful play made over the middle by Ethan New. He was right in lockstep and is able to get that hand over the top to knock that ball away at the last second. Really nice play, really nice pass by Cramlett with the rush on, but better defensive play by New to knock it away. So 3rd down and 12. Wolves now looking to try to be able to, if nothing else, be able to make it manageable. Again, wide receiver each side, wing each side, single setback behind Cramlett. Cramlett looks to the far side, and he was going for the short pass, which would have maybe gained a yard on 3rd and 12. Moody had it knocked away from him as the pass was a little bit short. I think it was Harold that got a piece of it. Nonetheless, now that particular possession was a little disjointed. Not much doing on 1st down, a busted play on 2nd down, and then a pass play for minimal yardage on 3rd down. Brings up the punt situation, and Fullerton will set to kick it away. And this one hit about halfway up his shin. It's going to drift out of bounds really shallow. It'll be about the 44, 45-yard line. See what kind of field position they get. It's going to be the 46-yard line. So pretty good field position here. As we talked about how Milaca had the field position in their favor, a shanked punt kind of puts it back in the Little Falls sideline. See what the Flyers dial up on offense. Wolves were able to limit what they did on their first possession there. 4 wide receiver set once again. New going to hand the ball off, and bouncing to the outside is going to be Toma. Looked like the Wolves may have been kind of winning the line of scrimmage battle, though, because it looked like he came from a long ways away before he made any contact, but it was only a gain of 3, even though he covered about 12 yards on the play. Got to that first level and then tried to cut it to the outside. So a 2nd down and 7 now for Little Falls as they come to the line. Toma is out, so 4 wide receivers set in New are in the backfield. New rolls to the near side. They're going to flip it over the top, trying to be able to get a wide receiver coming out of the backfield. One-handed bobbled catch, and he's able to make the catch. What a play on this near side by Jacob Rudolph. That's a smart play by Jacob Rudolph. If you watch that one back, he was on this near side just in the flat, and as soon as New came to this direction, he took off upfield to try to be able to get the defender out of position. New recognized that and just lobbed it up over the top. Heck of a one-handed catch by the receiver, and a first down play for Little Falls. So New once again in the pistol. Kind of a bunch spread formation this time. New back to pass. Lots of time. He's going to throw that one deep over to the far side and knocked away, but a flag comes out. Moody and Thiessen in on the coverage, and that one was a little bit too tight as it looked like there was maybe some early contact. And the flag pops out. I believe the intended receiver was Pasternak on that far side. It is going to be pass interference, but Pasternak is going to be slow getting up.
I don't want to speculate here, but it looks more like a crampish type thing here. But we won't speculate. We'll wait to find out what we find out. And
Looks like it's going to be the pass interference with a 15-yard penalty. First down for Little Falls, and while they attend to the injured player, we'll step away. We'll be back here in Milaca on WCMP Online.
Oh, I can't even think about cooking tonight. I'm so exhausted. You know what? I'll just grab Quick Trip for supper. It's easy and everyone likes it. Plus, I need gas anyway. 2 birds, 1 stone. And it's so affordable. With my rewards card, I'll save even more. Yes, I am winning tonight. Wait, the kids are totally going to want dessert. I'll grab some of their chocolate chip cookies. Maybe for later, or for the drive home. It's fine. Life's busy. Quick Trip's got you. Food's here.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO of Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately? It's because I no longer pay for hot water. What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water? Well, I put in the central boiler outdoor furnace. It heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water. Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace? Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Milaca as a 1st and 10 play after the pass interference and injury timeout. He's a handoff up the middle and going absolutely nowhere there. Little Falls. A nice blitz there by the Wolves, comes right up the middle and blows that up for a loss of 3 back to the 31-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down and 13. Little Falls coming out of their huddle with that spread formation. They're going to go with 2 each side, and New in the backfield with New. Connor New, the quarterback, number 1, and pass down the far sideline. It's going to be knocked away at the last second. Thymer had in his hands, and it looked like his shoulder pad may have been kind of pulled a little bit. But the flag not thrown, I guess the decision was that it didn't really affect the play. But Thymer kind of held up a little bit. Would have been a really nice one-handed catch, but not able to get there. Not sure if Toma might be injured or something, but he's been replaced in the backfield. Jarrett Harold has been back there with New for quite some time. So 2 wide receivers each side now. Extra defender in deep down the field on this near side, and it's going to be knocked away in the end zone. Trying to come back on that play just a little bit was Thymer. But DeMarcus Hakes able to knock that one away. And it'll be a 4th down play, likely going for it again. Kind of that position, once you get past about the 35, 40-yard line, you're about going to go for it on 4th down every time. If nothing else, be able to pick up the yardage, whatever yardage you can. Spread formation again. New in the pistol with Harold. Low snap. New picks it up. Looks downfield, rushes on. He gets to the outside. Now he's going to try to step up through the middle. Wolves try to step up. They make some contact. New spins away from a couple. He's inside the 10, and it's going to be a 1st down on a scramble for the 1st down all the way down to the 9. It'll be a pickup of 17 on a 4th and 12. What a play by Connor New, and the Wolves just couldn't quite keep contain on him. They got a good rush into the backfield, but they just couldn't quite keep him in there. Good defense down the field, though. The Wolves have started kind of going with, I mentioned before, kind of a 3-3-5, the extra defender deep in formation to try to be able to help kind of from that safety position. It's been Soren Hasselberg, and it's been kind of more that 3-3-4, and they're only rushing 3. But the Wolves have been bringing some extra pressure in the form of a blitz from different positions almost every time, so they're almost always rushing 4. We'll see what they dial up here. New, back to pass, flushed out again, over to the near side. He's just going to throw it away. Rush was on right up the middle there by Andy Cooper, one of the captains of this squad. Cooper, Regberg, Cramlett, all captains for this Wolves squad. Wolves trying to be able to hold strong now in a goal-to-goal situation. 2nd and goal from the 9. 2:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mostly rapidly moving, but when Little Falls has it, they have been in the air everywhere. To steal a line from a Fox Sports radio announcer. That one's going to be pitched to the corner. Diving after it in the edge. It is going to be caught for the touchdown. That's going to be Travis Roden. New just tossed it to an area. Just trying to get it to the outside, hoping that one of the guys could run underneath it. And Roden cut off his route and dove for it and is able to make a heck of a catch and push that lead out to 24-8, pending the two-point try. We'll see if they go with the massive spread. They've tried to do this weird massive spread you see almost as kind of a trick play where they go with 2 blockers and a wide receiver basically at the sideline on each sideline, and then just the center and a blocker up the middle. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout taken by Little Falls. They were a little disorganized coming out of there, and so they're going to take a timeout. While they do that, we'll step away as well. We'll be back here in Milaca on WCMP Online.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back to the action here in Milaca, and out of the timeout, the handoff to Toma. Toma hasn't been in there for quite some time, but he comes back in, gets the handoff, goes up the middle, and he is in for the score, and that makes it now 26-8 in favor of the Little Falls Flyers as they start to kind of pull away a little bit here from the Wolves on a Friday night football matchup. Crisp, cool night in Milaca. Milaca's going to have to try to figure something out here in a hurry if they're going to try to be able to come away with something. This was kind of a game that would be kind of a good measuring stick for the Wolves as, again, both teams were 3-7 last year with a playoff win under their belt in the first round. Little Falls has been either at or below 500 for probably the last 20 years, and so had a chance to be able to maybe steal one and maybe be able to kind of get some positive things going, but it has been kind of a struggle to be able to slow down that passing offense as the ball comes tipping down, be picked up deep by the Wolves, brought back across the 30 to about the 33-yard line, and that's where Fullerton will be brought down. So it'll be Wolves 1st and 10, looking to try to be able to get something going on offense, and that's really kind of where it's been a little bit. Trying to be able to get good protection up front has kind of been the name of the game for the Wolves. They have struggled a little bit trying to be able to keep either Cramlett or Fullerton on their feet, give them time to be able to look downfield. When they have, it's been really good. They haven't been able to establish much on the ground. That handoff up the middle to Totsky will be a short gain on first down. Market is 3, so a pretty decent gain. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, if you will. So a 2nd down and 7 here coming for the Wolves, but it has been kind of a struggle up front as Little Falls has been able to kind of dominate that area of the field a little bit. And with that, it's not a matter of been an overall domination because the defense has held up mostly for the Wolves, even though they have given up the 26 points. The problem is they haven't been able to get a rush in on New at the other side as well. Option pitch over to the near side, and Totsky's going to blast his way close to a first down. He is going to have it up across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. So the Wolves trying to be able to get something built here on offense. They are kind of a young squad up front, and so trying to be able to get that built. And if they get that figured out, this is a dangerous team. The weapons that they have on the outside with Schmitz and Hasselberg and Fullerton, running back room with many different players being able to carry the rock is just a dangerous combination. They just got to try to be able to get that interior kind of sorted out a little bit. Handoff this time goes up the middle, a little bit of running room off left guard. This time up the middle, and Totsky will pick up about 2 yards, 2nd down and 8 for the Wolves. It is just week 2, so a long season to try to be able to work things out. And again, as I mentioned, some of the things with a passing offense like that, the Wolves bringing in extra defenders and having to show kind of what they got in the secondary, and they've been able to kind of flex that a little bit. A couple of really nice plays made back there by Brock Thiessen. Is this one complete to Fullerton on the far side? And again, we talked about good protection, and Cramlett's able to make a nice strike right to the numbers of Fullerton And that's going to be a first down throw there for the Wolves. Really big play there for the Wolves. As I mentioned, the secondary play has been really good. After a little bit of struggle kind of getting their feet set a little bit, made some adjustments, and then between Hasselberg, kind of the deep safety, Moody's been good back there. As I mentioned, Brock Thiessen's really kind of had a little bit of a really nice effect on the game tonight. Marcus Hakes has had a couple of nice plays. Back to pass is going to be a little screen pass over the middle. And I think if Cramlett puts a little touch on that one, I think that Fullerton has everywhere to go, as that was the perfect call at the perfect time, as Little Falls was bringing some pressure. And all of a sudden you had 5-6 guys in the backfield, and you had 10 guys blocking out in front. But Cramlett's pass kind of went for the bullet pass, went fast and through the fingertips of Fullerton. So the incomplete pass brings up now a second down play with just over a second remaining on the third quarter clock. Wide receiver each side is going to be pitched over to the near side. Toski's going to try to stretch it to the edge. Try to slip one tackle. It'll get inside the 35 down to about the 34. Gain about a yard or two on the play. We'll bring up a third down play that we will have for you when we return back here to Milaca for the fourth and final quarter of play on WCMP Online.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take two.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to Pizza and Salad Buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 10. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Milaca football is celebrating over 120 years in the making. This started back in 1903. At this time, the Milaca Football Booster Club would like to do a special shout out to some of their sponsors. Our Alpha Wolf sponsor is Milaca Meats. Local legend sponsors: Parcel Real Estate, Jort Excavating, Will's Lawn Care, G. Edward Schramm Foundation, First National Bank of Milaca, Shack Boys, Rail Heating and AC, Viernick Farms and Diesel, Quick Trip, and Extreme Coating Epoxy.
Everybody loves a small town feel, and with Yort Excavating, you get just that. They are a 4-generation family business serving central Minnesota and beyond since 1955. Digging done right, from small dirt projects to big excavating projects to trucking and materials. They truly can handle it all while playing in the dirt. So what are you waiting for? Get that project done right with Yort Excavating in Milaca, where there is no job too big or small for Yort Excavating. Check them out online at yortexcavating.com.
Back here in Milaca, Andy Beckstrom on hand for the WCMP broadcast team, Q Media broadcast team. Fourth quarter set to start, as there is a penalty in there as well that got tacked on. So what was 3rd and 8 is now going to be 3rd and 13. So 26-8 the lead. Wolves have a quarter left to try to be able to get things going here on offense. Back to pass is going to be Cramlett. He's going to finish this drive deep down on the far side of the field, and it's going to be over the top of Soren Hasselberg, and it'll be incomplete along the far sideline. Try to go deep on that one, but just couldn't quite find the measure on that one. A little overthrown. Trying to see if he couldn't get him to run underneath it, but just a little bit too much. We'll see if the Wolves try to go for it and try to just get this one deep, or if they try to punt this one down there. It looks like they're going to maybe try to run a play on 4th and 13. Cramlett's going to come out and get under center. See what the Wolves do here on a 4th down play. Back to pass once again. Deep downfield on this near side. He's got a man there. It's going to be a touchdown pass down the sidelines. What a pass. Touchdown for the Wolves. Beautifully done to Fullerton down the edge. See if the replay worked on that one, and see if we can get a replay of that as the Wolves, beautiful play, back to pass. And again, we talked about some good protection. They kept an extra running back in there. beautifully done up over the top. Teardrop pass into the breadbasket. Fullerton with the score. What a play there by the Wolves as they push it out now 26-14. See if they can get the 2-point conversion here and cut that lead even more. Pitch to the far side. Toski drops it, and he's just going to have to fall on it, and that's going to be the end of that attempt. I think if he catches that cleanly or the pass is a little bit out in front of him, maybe he's got a little bit better chance to get something going with that and cut that lead down to 10. Nonetheless, it stands at 12, 26-14. Wolves still an opportunity to be able to tie it just with 2 more touchdowns. I don't think we're quite needing an onside kick yet, but I think you got to kind of keep that in the back of your mind just a little bit as we have still 11:47 to go. Wolves have played pretty good defense here in the second half, but they need to get a big stop here and get the ball back. We'll see if they maybe try something on the kickoff or if they maybe just kick it down and play defense. The kick coverage team discussing things out here on this near side with the coaching staff. So now it's going to be a kickoff for Milaca, teed up now by Haas.
Looks like Posteric's back in, returning deep, so that's good news. I wanted to double check that, make sure he was in, and he is back receiving a deep. So we'll see what Milaca wants to do here.
See if Milaca maybe tries to kick it to the edge, or if they do try to kick it deep. They are going to go a little tapper up the middle, and it's going to be smothered right away. Not a bad decision, but kind of right at the middleman, right up the middle. Evan Vanden Heuvel scoops that one up from that middle position, and it'll be just shy of midfield. So an aggressive play there by the Wolves, and now they're going to need some aggressive play out of their defense. Get a good rush on the quarterback and see if they can't get something going and limit what they do. New set in the pistol, pair of wide receivers, split each side. He's got the pass, looks to the far side. A little slant route is going to be complete, and diving forward for a decent gain there is going to be Posteric. Be a gain of 6, and now we got a little bit of cramping going on here for the Wolves, trying to be able to stretch that out a little bit on the far side. So the training staff kind of running out there and making sure that the water gets out there as well. A little bit less of an issue this week due to the weather being a little cooler, but at the same time, got to stay hydrated, everybody. Make sure that you do that when you have a chance. So while they attend to the cramps there, we'll step away. We'll be back here in Milaca on WCMP Online.
Life's busy. Quick Trip makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks. Hey, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Need gas? We've got fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus perks like free ATMs, no hidden fees, and free air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track. Stop in to Quick Trip today.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom back on hand here in Milaca, bringing you the sights and sounds of Friday night football. Beautiful night out at the ballpark. I mean, I guess if you got a jacket, a poncho, and maybe a blanket as well. If you're a player, it's probably about perfect, although we did just have our first cramp of the night after 11, I think, is our count last week. Going to be just an option play. New trying to be able to get around the corner, and Fullerton just making plays everywhere tonight. He comes flying up from a linebacker position and makes a big play on the outside. Brings up now a 3rd and 7 after a big loss there. See what the Wolves can do here on a 3rd down. We're kind of in that middle spot where there's a chance that they would punt it if they're stopped instead of having a 4th down play. Shotgun set once again. New. He's going to be back to pass. Looks to his right. He's going to flip it out deep over to the near side. Underthrown a little bit, and it's going to be caught, though. Really good coverage along this near side by both Thiessen and Elijah Allen, but the ball underthrown forced the receiver to come back for it a little bit. And a good catch there by the receiver, but really good coverage, just an underthrown ball. I guess you could almost even say it's kind of like the old back shoulder throw where you kind of just put the defender in a great position, but then you have that last second jab backwards. And it gets the Flyers the first down, a huge first down for them. As the Flyers look to try to hold on to this ball game. Wolves need the ball back. New back to pass, looks to the far side. He's going to go for the home run ball. Knocked away by the Wolves. Again, good defense in the secondary. Downfield, I don't know if that was Haas or Hakes. It was deep downfield over there. Appears to be Hakes. Or no, Haas, Drake Haas on the coverage on that far side. And another one of the Flyers is going to go down now with cramping on the far side of the field. So again, we'll step away. We'll be back on WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Mike Nelson's Auto Glass is a family-owned business for over 30 years, providing fast and reliable service for all auto glass. Mike Nelson's Auto Glass can even calibrate vehicles equipped with cameras to make sure all safety features work after the windshield is replaced. Best part, free mobile service. Yep, they come to you and offer lifetime warranty on their workmanship. When your windshield shatters, call the one that matters. Mike Nelson's Auto Glass at 320-983-6270 or check them out online at MikeNelson'sAutoglass.com.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom back on hand here in Milaca as we work our way through the fourth quarter of play as the injured player able to come off. It seemed cramping, but they seem to be working on him quite a bit more than just cramping on that far side. Back to the action, though. 9:28 to play here in the ball game. 26-14. It's a 12-point ball game. Wolves need a big stop here on 2nd and 10. Try to be able to get the ball back and get something going on the scoreboard. Handoff's going to be up the middle. Toma, nowhere. Ball's on the ground, and it's going to be fallen on by New. Toma went right up the middle, and then all of a sudden the ball just squirted out and rolled this direction. Little Falls averts disaster, but they do lose about 6 yards on the play. It'll bring up now a 3rd and 16 from the 41-yard line. Ball stayed in front of New, so it was not going to say easy, but a pretty good spot to be able to get there and get it. So Flyers have come to the line now, 8:44 and counting, 3rd down play. And with that loss, that kind of puts them back in that iffy spot where they might punt if they're able to get stopped. But I said that last time they got a 1st down. So broadcaster jinx, hopefully not in effect. New back to pass, deep downfield on the far side, and it's going to be knocked down by Hasselberg. I think Hasselberg maybe had a shot to pick it off, but just elected, just knock it down, just make the play, just get it out of the receiver's hands. And we'll see what Little Falls and their coaching staff decide to go with here. 4th down play. So with that incomplete pass, clock stops at 8:28. Again, 12-point ball game, 26-14. Flyers to the line. Want to try to get it downfield, but you also want to just try to maintain possession of the ball. Wolves show blitz. They bring blitz. Up the middle it goes. New rolls out to the far side. He's going to throw. Picked up by the Wolves. And off to the races down the far sideline is going to be Fullerton, who's been everywhere tonight for Milaca. What a play by Landon Fullerton. New off his back foot, just tossed it out there. Let's get a look at the instant replay on that one. He just flipped it over to the edge, and driving right on that ball was Fullerton, and he takes it down that far edge for a huge turnover for Milaca. His second interception thrown by New. And this one, as big as it could be, as Milaca has all the momentum right now. Cramlett pitches to the near side, ball's on the ground, and they give it right back. The option pitch intended for Totsky was well behind him. It hits the ground, and Toma comes up with it. Oh my goodness, what a momentum shift. We just talked about all the momentum in the world had shifted over to the Wolves sideline. But that one, an option pitch to the outside, well behind Totsky, and it hits the turf. And Toma, who was in the backfield harassing Cramlett, able to just dive on it as he was past everybody. And now a big possession right here for the Wolves. It was a big one last one, and this one even bigger. They need the ball back, and they need it back rapidly. The interception was huge. They need to keep this going. Handoff's going to be Toma. Comes over to the near side, and he's going to pick up about 5-6 yards on first down. Clock will continue to roll. Ball get up across midfield to about the 46-yard line. Mark it is a gain of 6, second down and 4 for the Flyers. 7:50 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Flyers being very deliberate, coming out from the sideline. Connor New gets the call and comes out with it. Spread formation once again. New gets the snap. It's going to be a handoff in the backfield, and again, blown up as the Wolves bring the heat and bring the pressure, and they get into the backfield. And another big play by a whole pack of Wolves. That one's going to put it back now to a 3rd and 9. And the distance is never really something that is... The down and distance is never something that they get concerned about too much, as the distance tends to be everywhere for Little Falls, the way New has been able to throw the ball tonight. We'll see if the Wolves try to bring another pressure again, if they just try to rush the 3. Again, they've been going with 3 down linemen and trying to just match up as best they can along the outside, but they've also been bringing a linebacker from every position imaginable. That has kind of made a difference here in the second half. It's limited what Little Falls has been able to do on offense, and whatever look they've seen was not what they wanted to see, and that's going to force a timeout on the field. Timeout here in Milaca. We'll be back here to Claffey Field on WCMP Online.
Parcel Real Estate knows there is no greater journey than the one to purchase or sell commercial real estate or a business. CEO Sam Johnson can provide you with commercial sales, investment sales, landlord-tenant representation, and business sales. Parcel Real Estate is a full-service real estate and business brokerage firm providing services in central Minnesota. With his do-whatever-it-takes work ethic, this is a business decision you won't regret. Find Sam Johnson online at parcel.properties today.
Back here in Milaca now, 3rd down and 9 play out of the timeout. Little Falls took the timeout to discuss it. They got 3 wide receivers to the far side. New looks that way. Quick shot over to the far side. Skipped it in the turf, and it'll be an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up a 4th down on the other side of midfield, and that's going to bring out the punt team for Little Falls. So the Wolves avert another disaster by being able to get the ball back. But they absolutely needed to get something out of that turnover. Would have been huge to be able to do that. But the turnover given right back doesn't really cause too many problems. They bring the house trying to come at it. Fair catch called for and caught by Fullerton at the 25-yard line. But the Wolves brought the house trying to be able to get after the punter. Not able to get home, but the Wolves do have the ball back nonetheless. 6:22 to go, so still some time on the clock. Wolves do have all 3 timeouts. Not quite time to do a rush offense, but you do have to move with a certain deliberate pace, I guess is the way that I'll word it. You have to be very deliberate about what you're doing and being very timely. You can't just take your time getting the play in and out. 6:22 to go in the ball game. 26-14, Little Falls leaves Milaca with the ball. Ball on the ground again off of the snap. Cramlett's going to be able to get it back. But again, it's the little mistakes like that that the Wolves have had tonight that it's having a huge effect on this ball game. They have had just enough plays like that that have just gone the other direction. Some little mental mistakes and hurting themselves. Loss of about 3 on the play will bring up a 2nd and 13. Clock under 6 to play as the play comes in from the sideline. Again, not quite time for a 2-minute drill or a rush offense, but at the same time, you do need to move with a little bit of pace because the clock is still rolling. Cramlett under center. Fullerton, who's been everywhere, is split wide over to this near side. Cramlett look in that direction. He had to reset. He's going to throw it deep over here. Cramlett had broke off his route because of the way that the pocket broke down. Fullerton tried to come back to the pack a little bit to try to give his quarterback a little better target, but Cramlett was looking for him to keep going up the field, and he threw it deep and was not able to connect with him on that one. The incomplete pass does stop the clock at 5:22. So it'll be a 3rd and 13 now for the Wolves, and obviously going to go for it on 4th down, but you want to try to get as much as you can. You don't got to go for the home run ball right here. You don't got to go for even the 13 yards. Just keep moving the ball, get a nice pass completion, get something going. They're going to pitch the ball to the far side. Good pitch this time. Totsky's going to cut it upfield. Tackled up high. He's going to go down across the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 4. It'll bring up a 4th and 9 that I would assume that the Wolves are going to go for. Play comes in from the sideline. Clock under 5 minutes to play. Cramlett brings him to the line. He's going to have a pair wide receivers over to the near side. Fullerton will be in the slot on this near side. Cramlett look in that direction. Pitches it over to the near side. Pass complete right into the hands of Fullerton. Breaks one tackle and he's up near midfield. Again, just a nice in-rhythm pitch and catch out to this near side. Fullerton just sure-handed, able to bring that one in. cut upfield and get himself a first down on a fourth down play. And now the Wolves start to go tempo. Up to the line. Cramlett under center. Back to pass. Rushes on. He's going to flip it to the far side. And I think if that play, if Nolan Sams looks up for the ball, there's a good chance he ends up intercepting that and bringing it to the house. Instead, he was looking at Totsky to ruin his day. The ball falls incomplete, but that one was a dangerous pass over to that far side that goes for nothing. 4:15 remaining on the clock here, fourth quarter. Wolves, with the clock stopped, can huddle up and take a time a little bit. Try to go tempo on that last one. 3 wide receivers off to the far side. Wolves now set in the shotgun. This one's going to be the other quarterback, Fullerton, able to get that pass complete over to the far side. Pass is complete over to Jonathan Anderson. It's going to be for about 6 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3. So the Wolves rotating who's at quarterback there. Now it's going to be Fullerton once again. Fullerton back to pass, over to the near side, able to evade the rush. Pitches over to the near side, leaping at it. Moody just couldn't quite haul that one in. Thymer was in the area, but just couldn't quite come up with it. 4th down and 4, and another big-time play here for the Wolves. 3:44 to go in the ball game. The Wolves need the first down. 3:44. They can't quite run out the clock. You got to get a little under about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to be able to do that. But nonetheless, this would make things really tough. Wolves need this first down here. Fullerton will be set in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's going to keep it himself. Tries to go upfield, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. The Wolves go with the quarterback draw, and it is wrapped up in the backfield. Nowhere to go, and the Wolves give it up on downs. Down 12 with only 3:40 left to go in the ball game. Game is still not over, but the time is very much so working against the Wolves. Ball still in Little Falls territory at the 48-yard line. Spread formation once again. I would assume it'll be 3 straight handoffs here to Toma. He'll get the first one, goes up the middle, and he's going to be wrapped up in a minimal gain. Able to fall forward, though, so he falls forward nicely. He was wrapped up about a yard or two ahead, but he falls forward for another couple. So a gain of 4 will bring up now a 2nd and 6. Second down and 6 here for the Little Falls Flyers. Clock continues to roll. The Wolves are going to use their timeouts on offense if they're able to get it back. Bunch formation on the near side, single wide receiver to the left. New watching the back judge, trying to be able to count it down. He gets the snap, pitch over to the near side now for Toma rather. Toma is going to get hit in the backfield, but he bounces up a couple of plays. Very impressive tonight with what Toma's been able to do. He gets hit in the backfield a lot, but he's still able to make something out of nothing. He probably had a loss of 2 on the play that he's able to bounce off a couple of would-be tacklers and be able to get himself up close to a first down. And now with a 3rd down and 2, the Wolves are going to take themselves a timeout to try to be able to save clock. 2:27 to go here in the ball game. We'll be back to Milaca on WCMP Online.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
WCMP Online, YouTube for tonight's matchup. A little bit later on this year, likely be back on KBK. Just kind of a limited radio stations to work with, so Mora got the priority tonight. So Adam Hefty there in that game. At halftime, Aiken was up 28-0 on the Mustangs. In that matchup, Ethan Game Day Gilman was in Cambridge. Cambridge was up on Chisago Lakes in their matchup. Have not heard about the Brand game just yet, but I would assume they were up in that game. Handoff's going to go up the middle, and it's stacked up by the Wolves, and Toma's going to be pushed back. Timeout number 2 taken by Coach Tallberg. 2:20 to go, so they will have one timeout remaining. It is a 4th and 2, and now big-time decision for Little Falls. In a way, you could almost say if you kick this ball, you get that ball down deep just a little bit further. Milaca hasn't been able to move the ball very effectively, and they need 2 scores. You could play the field position game. On the other side of things, if you get the first down here, you are awfully close to being able to just run the clock out. We'll see how aggressive this coaching staff decides to be as Milaca takes their second timeout, getting set for this 4th down play. Absolutely huge play. If it's me, I probably kick it deep, but that's just me. Because if Milaca is able to get the stop, they get the ball closer to midfield, you save yourself 10, 20 yards. But if you feel that confidence in your offense, looks like they are going to come out with, their offense, as the play comes in from the sideline with New. 4th down and 2, and they are going to be set on offense. New in the backfield. He's got 2 guys in the backfield. Looks like they're going to try to bring in kind of a pseudo fullback. Shotgun snap. New's going to keep it himself. He's wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to lose a couple of yards, and Milaca's going to get it there. Kind of a low snap, and a good blitz there by the Wolves. Kind of forced that turnover, and the Wolves get the ball back. So a big play there by the Wolves. But again, 2:15 remaining in the ball game. You have to go up-tempo pretty consistently to be able to get yourself a chance in this ball game now. Fullerton will be the quarterback here for the remainder. They've kind of rotated with Cramlett throughout the course of the game. Fullerton back to pass. He's looking deep down the far sideline, looking for somebody to run underneath it. Hasselberg stepped back on it, but he just couldn't quite haul it in. He stepped back on that one and leaped for it using that tall frame. 6 foot tall. Tried to reach up on it, but just couldn't quite haul it in. Nice pass and a good job by Hasselberg to kind of run underneath it and get himself kind of in a position where he could get free from the defender. Just couldn't quite come down with it. May have been knocked out also by Rudolph. And it brings up a 2nd and 10. Ball knocked away, and I think that Little Falls is going to get it back. Fullerton stepped away, and it is going to be Little Falls ball. Marshall Zebzelka came through, and he just reached out and slapped the ball out of Fullerton's hands. It hits the turf, and another turnover in the ball game. And it'll be Little Falls ball at the 35-yard line with 2:01 remaining. I would assume we're just going to see a couple of handoffs here. Just let the clock roll. Milaca has 1 timeout. They can stop the clock once. We'll see if they try to do that or what they try to go with here. Maybe try to wait until, or I guess you'd take the timeout on the 1st down if you're able to get a stop. New is going to hand the ball off up the middle. Whole host of Wolves into the backfield. And Tallberg is going to hold on to the timeout. He's going to wait till maybe 2nd down on it. Officials doing a good job. They know the situation as well, looking right at Tallberg, trying to find out if he wants the timeout, and he opts to hold on to that timeout after that 1st down play goes for nothing. They will use it at some point, but it's kind of 2 different decisions, whether you use it on 1st down or you wait until 3rd down if you're able to get the stop, to be able to make sure that you're able to get it to 4th down. But with 4 plays, I don't know that they will wait much at all. And the hand starts moving and back to pass. Risky pass there. It is a complete pass over to this near side. It is complete. And Nelson able to haul that one in, but at this point, I don't think you're necessarily trying to get first downs or trying to do anything. You're just trying to make sure you maintain possession of the ball. And so a risky play there by Little Falls putting the ball in the air. But that is kind of the way they play the game. They stay aggressive through the air. That's kind of their, I guess you could say that's their run game. It's just a shorter pass more than anything. So now with the 25 seconds remaining, it's a 3rd and 6. I think that the clock might run out. They may end up taking a, yep, that's going to be now a, nope, they're going to take a timeout. So a timeout by Little Falls stops the clock with 17 seconds, but at this point in time, I don't know that there's a lot that the Wolves will be able to do. Even if they make the stop and they take the timeout, it's still just 4th down. Have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 3rd down. 17 seconds remain in the ball game. It's even if they do get it back and get the home run ball, it's kind of there. Not a lot of time left to go on the clock to be able to have 2 possessions to be able to get this ball down the field. Milaca fighting really hard in tonight's ball game. I think they're going to come up just a little bit short, but they really kind of showed a lot tonight with what they were able to do. They obviously have a few things that they want to work on. Little Falls is just going to kneel this one down, and Coach Tallberg is just going to let this run out. They wouldn't have had much time on offense, so not a bad decision there. It's not necessarily just giving it up. It's just realizing kind of the situation that you're in. Wolves had a couple of really good opportunities. It kind of went by the wayside, weren't able to take advantage of some mistakes by Little Falls. And it is going to be a victory by the Little Falls Flyers. 26-14 your final score. We'll come back here to Claffey Field and wrap things up when we return on WCMP Online.
Rail Heating and Air Services all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners. Rail Heating and Air is a Trane dealer offering new installation and replacement with Trane furnaces and air conditioners, always providing free estimates for replacements. Right now, Rail Heating and Air is offering furnace clean and checks for only $89. Yes, only $89. Give Rail Heating and Air a call today at 320-260-2124. That's 320-260-2124.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Are you tired of the same old low-quality meat? Want to know where your food comes from? Check out Milaca Meats. They're your local butcher, dedicated to providing you with the freshest, most flavorful meat raised and processed right here in central Minnesota. From juicy steaks to savory sausages, they've got it all. Whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue or just looking for a delicious weeknight meal, Milaca Meats has you covered. Visit their retail store or order online today. It's meat the way it should be. Milaca Meats, from hoof to hook to you.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or a reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Life moves fast. Quick Trip keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Trip's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom back on hand, if I can get my words to work here. In a 26-14 loss by the Milaca Wolves. Fought really hard tonight and able to kind of make some things happen, but just not able to take advantage of the opportunities that they had. Had a couple of turnovers themselves, and they were able to limit it a little bit about what Little Falls did in the second half, but at the same time, they were not able to take advantage of the opportunities that they had in the ball game as they fall to the Flyers in a final score, as I mentioned, 26-14. The Wolves fall to 0-2 in the season. The Flyers go to 1-1. So congratulations out to them on the victory as the Wolves look to try to find some answers with their squad in practice this next week. A couple of quick notes here. Let's take a look at some instant replays throughout the course of the ball game. Most of the replay here we have towards the end of the ball game. This one's going to be a long touchdown. Really nice setup play. We had talked about protection for the quarterback all game long. This play, they got really good protection up front, allowed Cramlett a chance to be able to set his feet, tossed a nice up over the top strike right to Fullerton. That was the final score of the game for the Wolves, as ultimately they end up falling 26-14, but that was their second touchdown, which was a huge touchdown to be able to get at that time of the ball game, to be able to get themselves kind of in a position where, hey, you know what, guys, we can make some stuff happen. We can make this work. Let's see what we can do. They get that touchdown. Flyers get the ball back, and then what happens? The next highlight I got here, ball over to the far side, picked off by Fullerton. He runs it back to the 35-yard line. Wolves absolutely in business. They are looking good in the fourth quarter. All the momentum in the world. They are working things. And the very next play, an option pitch out to Totsky was behind him. It falls to the ground as they had blitzed on the play. If he catches that, if the pitch is out in front of him, he probably has a huge gain. But the pitch behind him allowed the defender who is blitzing on the play, who is way out of position, was all of a sudden magically right over the top of the ball. He just falls on it. Little Falls gets the ball back. That was with about 6.5 to play, and that was a huge momentum change and a huge play in the game that kind of gave it really back over to the Little Falls Flyers at that point, as wasn't a lot that the Wolves could do. Then they were able to force a punt, or force a turnover on downs, but they weren't able to do anything on offense. They just couldn't quite get that spark going after that first set there in the second half. So Wolves' final is 26-14. They fall to the Little Falls Flyers. We'll wrap things up for one final time here in Milaca when we return on WCMP Online.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ascove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Hey there, Brad from Lease Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lease Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lease Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Honeymoon, here we come! Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey Jen, you got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom back on hand here in Milaca, wrapping things up on a 26-14 final as the Flyers come away with a victory over the top of the Milaca Wolves. Beautiful night for some football, at least for the football players. Pretty chilly for pretty much everybody else. Make sure you had your sweatshirt, jacket, a parka, and maybe a blanket over the top of all of that for the remainder of the evening. But otherwise, pretty good night for some football. Nice crisp fall evening as the sun went down and we were able to get some pretty solid play out there tonight. Final score, though, does go to the Flyers, unfortunately, for the home squad as they fall now to 0-2 on the year. Taking a look at some of the other games around the area. Easton Game Day, Gilman, Cambridge A. Sani, 42-13 over the top of the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. Ethan had the call of that one also on YouTube. And Aiken takes down Mora 48-0 with Adam Hefty of the KBEK Morning Show. I want to wish him well as well. Doing great job with that. Great work with the new KBEK Morning Show. A lot of fun to be able to have him there and be able to hear him on broadcast. So he had the KBEK feed tonight in Mora as the Mustangs fall to Aiken, and they fall to 1-1 on the season as well. For the Wolves, with the loss again, they go to 0-2. Their next matchup is going to be at Rockford. They have two away games, back-to-back away games, as not only at Rockford, but then at St. Cloud Apollo the following week. And then on the 26th, they are back home here in Milaca against Albany. That'll be the next time that I will be here in Milaca. I'll probably be on a couple of different broadcasts here, there, and everywhere, going to some volleyball and some other football at other locations. But as far as the next time we'll be back here in Milaca, will be on the 26th. That'll be the next home game for the Milaca Wolves. With the victory, the Little Falls Flyers move to 1-1. Their next matchup will be back home in Little Falls against Litchfield as they look to try to go above 500 on the season from their 1-1 position. Flyers have won the last two matchups. Last game was in 2020. They took that one in a 2-point game, 23-21. This one they take 26-14 over the top of the Wolves in a pretty solid game out there tonight. A couple of mistakes here and there, and neither team really took a lot of advantage of it, but it was a heck of a fun game to be able to be a part of nonetheless throughout the course of the game tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game as well. My name is Andy Beckstrom for the Q Media Sports Team. I want to thank all the sponsors for jumping on board and everybody being a part of the broadcast tonight. Of course, the staff here in Milaca, always great to be a part of, and helping be able to get this game on board. Until next time, my name is Andy Beckstrom saying have a great night and a great weekend, everybody.
Hey Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle in Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
Getting to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand? And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Okay. I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes, we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop. Right now, get $2 off your kid's haircut till the end of September. You know, back to school time at Dapper and Divine.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Hewitt-Jackson Real Estate, Milaca's hometown team, would like to wish the Milaca Wolves athletic programs at all levels a fun, safe, and successful season. We are proud of our local school and the kids and young adults who participate in sports and extracurricular activities of all types throughout the school year. Our Hewitt-Jackson Real Estate team of agents would like to say thank you, Milaca, and go Wolves!